Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Bunnysmacker, and today I'll be reviewing No More Heroes 3, a 2021 action-adventure hack-and-slash developed and published by Grasshopper Manufacture. Set 11 years after the events of No More Heroes 2, Desperate Struggle, the game stars professional assassin Travis Touchdown, and follows his return to the fictional city of Santa Destroy. He must defend the world from a powerful army of alien invaders led by galactic overlord Prince Fu and his 9 soldiers who adopt the façade of galactic superheroes. I have been a fan of the No More Heroes series for a long time, since I purchased the first one released back in 2008 on the Nintendo Wii. I was probably the target demographic, being somebody who loves over-the-top violence and bloody movies like Dead Alive, Evil Dead 2, and Kill Bill. The fountains of blood and coins that poured from enemies is what initially drew me to the first game in the series. It helped that the Nintendo Wii had very few mature-rated games, allowing games like Mad World and No More Heroes to stand out from the sea of E for everyone rated games that found their home on the system. While I've yet to play the spin-off, Travis Strikes Again, I was excited to play No More Heroes 3 after it was announced. The overall gameplay loop, you'll find yourself in an open world where you travel to arenas to take on a small group of enemies to collect enough money to pay the entry fee to take on the next boss assassin. All 3 No More Heroes games follow the same progression. You start as an unknown assassin and must climb your way to the top of the ranks to become the top assassin in the world. Well, in No More Heroes 3, the twist is you become the top assassin in the universe. Your main reward before and after each boss fight is a Suda 51 cutscene, where the story is insane, and thankfully, most of these are skippable. While I did watch them back in the original No More Heroes, I find most of this to be retreading the same ground as the first 2 games. In fact, this entry seems like it's trying to be the first game so much, it brought back the chore mini-games, where you can pick up trash or mow lawns instead of fighting enemies to gain money. Well, they were novel back in the original. I was happy they were replaced by 8-bit mini-games in No More Heroes 2. Same with the empty open world being just a map in the second game. I enjoyed that more because it streamlined everything to get back to the core gameplay, as they were relatively shorter to get in and out of, with the overworld being discarded. As for the main fighting mechanic, while I can see how most would find it a bit standard button-mashing beat-em-up fare, I personally find it engaging and fun. Something about whittling down enemy health to then slice them apart with the correct flick of an analog stick never really gets old to me. Unfortunately, No More Heroes 3 is usually interrupting gameplay with sending you back to the boring open world to drive around on your bike. I understand that most everything in this game is calling back to the first one because that's what fans wanted. I guess I think they should have made sure it was actually fun or put things to do in the overworld. Somehow they made it more empty than in the original game, despite having the past to learn from. Overall, I enjoyed most of my time with No More Heroes 3. I still feel the gameplay is more engaging than a lot of other action games. Having a lightsaber and slicing people in half really carries this game for me. The story has never been a reason I play this or any game series, so having a few things to set it apart from the first 2 didn't really do much for me. The enemy design, while interesting to look at visually, I can't say any of them are as memorable as the lineup in the first 2 No More Heroes games. The graphics are extremely unique and stylish. However, I found the screen cluttering during power-ups to be overbearing. I know this has always been a tad chaotic, at least on the screen during the roulette wheel, but in this one it seemed extra visually noisy. While I don't think I recommend No More Heroes 3 to people who haven't played this series before, I do think it's worth, at least checking out. And with it being on Xbox's Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, I feel like there's really no reason not to check it out if you have either of those services. And despite it being the weakest mainline No More Heroes game, I still enjoyed my time with it. I just wish they took the time to polish it up in a few key places. But, alas, what can you do? No bunnies were harmed in the making of this review. Thanks for watching, as always. I appreciate every like, comment, and subscriber. I've been Bunnysmacker, and you've been my audience. I'll see you in the next one. Same bunny time, same bunny channel. Alright, see ya.